Miracles happen to everyone. Why can't it happen to you?
You just need to fulfill on your wish and your desire. And what was that?
Mm.
Enjoy going and playing and expressing yourself.
Youngsters are getting exposed to a lot of fame, lot of money. How does one tackle this?
Really focused on these actionables, on 4 pillars: your physical aspect, mental aspect, technical, tactical, attitude.
வணக்கம் மக்களே, வெல்கம் டு Yomi-Off the field. இந்த LBW எபிசோட்ல நம்ம ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் கெஸ்ட் வந்திருக்காரு. எனக்கு நிறைய ஹெல்ப் பண்ணிருக்காரு. அவர் பேரு சுஜித் சோமசுந்தர். நிறைய பேர் இன்ஃபேக்ட் அனுஷாவோட நான் பண்ண LBW எபிசோட்ல நிறைய பேர் என்னப்பா அது லைஃப் கோச்னா யாரு அப்படின்ட்டு நிறைய பேர் கேள்வி கேட்டிருந்தீங்க. சரி, அவரே கொண்டு வந்துடலாமே அப்படின்ட்டு ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் அவே ஃப்ரம் பெங்களூர் ஜாயின் பண்றாரு. வணக்கம் சுஜித் பாய், எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? ஹவ் ஆர் யூ?
Vanakkam, Yomi. I am doing excellent. Thank you. Good to see you as always.
Beautiful. Always a nice feeling, talking with you because நீங்க எனக்கு நிறைய ஹெல்ப் பண்ணீங்க. Probably the best decision I made during my comeback பாத்தீங்கன்னா was coming to you. So I want to straight away ask you a question based on that. Can you just explain to our viewers what is life coach? What is the role of a life coach?
So, a coach, see, all of us will go through those times where things might not happen the way we want it to happen. We want a lot of things, and sometimes we feel we are stuck because what we want, we are not able to discover or get. And we all have I call that the blind spot. Something that I don't know that I don't know.
Okay.
Now, you need another person to get you to be aware of your blind spots so that when you get access to your blind spot, what you don't know that you don't know, then breakthroughs can happen. Because we are struggling in the area where, you know that you don't know about something, but we are in the effort of trying to make it work by doing a lot of actions, this, that. But you will get little results because you're trying to turn what you don't know to what you know. But there are certain things that you don't even know that it is there, which is your stop. So for that, you need an expert or somebody who can really examine and understand you and give you the access to what you don't know that you don't know. And when you discover that, now, okay, I didn't even know that this is what is stopping me. This is something that I can have a different view about.
Correct.
So that's why you need an expert, a person who can understand you, listen to you while you're talking and while they question you. A coach is a person who can question you. And when you try to answer those questions, your blind spots will open up for you. So you need somebody like that to give you access to something that you haven't even discovered.
Absolutely. I think that's what you did to me. ஏன்னா உங்ககிட்ட after coming to you and then when I got back to my cricket, I was a different ஒரு different-ஆன ஒரு dimension you unlocked. So that was something that I was really grateful for. Coming to another question, you said unlocking அப்படின்ட்டு ஒரு விஷயம் நீங்க சொன்னீங்க. That's something that you said. Now, a player who's going through a bad phase, be it an injury or a bad form or anything in that regards, navigating self-doubt is a very complex sort of a thing, especially when I said someone who's going through a very low phase in that career. Now, as a life coach, what sort of a strategy or a tool do you use in that அந்த ஒரு ஃபேஸுக்கு நீங்க இந்த மாதிரி என்ன மாதிரியான ஒரு approach do you get?
That confidence that we talk about, the biggest enemy is a doubt or a fear, right? So doubts are something that when you think in the future, maybe next minute, next day, or after a year, or in the future, will I be able to? Will I get it? Or what will happen in the future? When that thought comes, when you go so much ahead into the future, then you will start becoming anxious. What if it doesn't happen the way I want it? So, this is also one form of a doubt. And again, going back, if you failed in something, then you will start looking at it. Arey, I failed. I didn't get it. I'm not able to do it. So, future, what will happen?
Correct.
So, the past bad experiences, you will project it into the future, and then doubt is happening in the present. So, whenever bad instances happen or things don't work the way you want it to work, you fail unless you have a mechanism to alter that thinking and perception, the doubt will maintain. So, whenever things don't work out for you, which is natural for a human being, nobody is perfect. You have to have certain periods of time where things don't go according to your plan. That's when you need to examine what you're thinking about it. Many times when you fail, we just don't look at it, it didn't work. I got out, let's say as a cricketer, I got out. Now instead of looking what was missing or what can I do, what was not there, that if I bring that aspect, I would have done well. We will think why it happened.
Correct.
So the question why will take you deeper into the questioning mode. And when you start questioning, the doubt will become more and more. If you simply say, I got out, what was missing? Maybe my head was moving. Maybe my focus was missing. Maybe my decision was wrong. Now what you can do? Become more decisive. Become more focused. That's it. Now the solution is there. Now, if you say why, then for one answer for a why, it will ask again one more question. So you get, then finally you will say, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe when the fast bowler bowls, I will always get out. So you will again think so much into the future, and that why question is very, very, tricky. So that's why I always tell what was missing, that if it was there, it would make a difference when that bowler bowled that ball. That will give you an action plan. So doubt is something that you need to counter by taking an action and then changing that thought process to, now I have worked on that. Now I am good. So it's a positive self-talk. So self-talk happens and doubt comes. So doubt is what? A negative self-talk. That's a doubt. I won't be able to do. Will I be able to do? Or I'm not good enough. So one of the best ways to handle a self-doubt is to examine that doubt and say, is it really how it is? Have I not had good innings? Remember the good times, good positive things that you have done, and change it and say, hey, if I've done it earlier, I can do it again. Because when we have a negative incident experience, we will only highlight that. As human beings, no, we will only remember bad things so that we survive. In the jungle, no, we are all primates living in an environment where there was a life threat every minute. So that's why the reptilian brain always notices the bad things that you will avoid. So any negative thing, you'll remember, I went there, I almost got bitten by a snake. That will remember, rather than where you went, there is no snake. So, but even though we are in the modern world when there is no life threat, our reptilian brain still keeps focusing on the negative so that we'll avoid. And that's what keeps happening. So we need to reprogram ourselves to keep thinking and to relax and to keep thinking of all the things that are going well rather than what is not going well. Actually, a lot of things are going well. We fail to remember that. So that's positive self-talk. You need to alter it. Self-doubt. One of the things is a negative self-talk, to turn it to a positive self-talk. Notice the top 5 doubts that you normally have and change it to a positive statement.
Super. Brilliant. I think I've learned a word today. Reptilian brain. Reptilian mind. That's the word of the day.
All of us still have that reptilian primitive brain. Function is to survive. That's all. Even though we are in a place where we don't need to struggle to live, everything is so comfortable. But the brain will start looking how to survive this minute, how to survive next minute. So we don't live to survive, we live to thrive. So you need to program your brain to thrive.
Super, super. Now moving on, I want to உங்ககிட்ட கேட்க வேண்டிய ஒரு விஷயம் என்னன்னா, with regards to my case, because I was someone who was already someone who had played a certain level of cricket, had played IPL, first class career was there, India A and India 19. So I was coming from a place of expectation is there. There are expectations that were meant to be met. How did you? What was the challenge for you to unlock my brain?
You're right. You're one of the early performers. You were very talented, and you played for India as a young 17, 18-year-old. You're a great all-rounder. I've seen you perform. You had immense talent. So right from the beginning, probably when you played cricket, you experienced a lot of success. And when you were successful at the early age, everybody, including you, will have an opinion about yourself. You will have an
Correct.
opinion about yourself called, hey, I'm a good all-rounder. People will tell you, hey, Yomi, you are very talented. India ko aadna. My Tamil is not that great, so bear with me. So they will say that you must play for India. He will play for India. You will hear all the environment changing.
Correct.
The one is the positive thing about it is everybody will treat you and put in your brain that you are a great player. That's good for confidence. But if you turn it into an expectation that needs to be met, everybody is now thinking I am a good player. I should not disappoint them. I hope I fulfill on their expectations. I hope I don't fail in front of their eyes that they change their opinion about me.
Correct.
They were
Correct.
thinking I'm a good player. So every time I go, I have to take 5 wickets. You're a very excellent all-rounder. So every time I go and bowl, they expect me to get a wicket, 5-wicket haul. Every time I bat, they expect me to score above 50 or 100. Anything less than that is a failure for you. And if you fail, then you will start thinking, what will others think of me now? They've expected so much of me. And you will also have so much expectations about yourself that whenever you don't meet it, it's a failure. So that will become a spiral. Expectations, like you rightly said, if you don't handle it well, or you don't convert expectations to action or certain goals, your expectations should be turned into goals, and expectations are always about results.
Correct.
So when you think about a result, you'll think, will it happen or not? So expectation should be turned to an action as a goal, action goal. And you'll have to keep performing that. So now you can say, if I am an India material, then how will an Indian cricketer or a professional behave? What actions will he take? And you'll keep taking those actions. You'll keep practicing hard. They will have self-belief like that. So expectation should be turned into actions rather than results. So for you, I was in the same place. I also played for India, and then suddenly everything started falling in to the place called, hey, he's an Indian cricketer. So then I started thinking, hey, do I look like an Indian cricketer? What will people think? I should look like one. So when I tried to please other people or to fulfill on other people's expectations, I lost the focus. The focus is on the ball. Focus is on what I need to do, which is in my control. So, so I know you were going through that. You are not meeting your own expectations and expectations of others. So that is why we worked on handling those expectations and converting them into small action goals, small goals that you can follow and do something which is in your control. So that is what people should understand, that when we go after pleasing others, looking good in front of others' eyes, and when we make it a priority to get those acknowledgement from others, or what will others think and say, your outlook to life will bring in hardships rather than what can I do. What is important to me? What is important to me that I can serve others, I can help others. How can I perform in order to help my team win? Focus from self should go to the other.
Correct.
Then you are handling the pressures better.
I think you summed it up really well to the question that I asked. Uh, but what I felt, the difference, the first half pre-surgery, pre-injury, the character of me was very introvert, not very expressive, very content sort of one feeling that I had. But coming to you, I sort of unlocked a different side to me because you asked me to go there and express myself, to go there and have fun, and to believe in miracles. That's something that was stuck in my head throughout the comeback. Can I ever score 100 in a Ranji Trophy game? You said, why not? Miracles happen to everyone. Why can't it happen to you? And then I started thinking that something, something hit my head. I was like, yeah, why not? If Why can't you come back and bowl 140? Miracles happen. Why can't you do that? Of course you can do that. Miracles happen to everyone. So I started believing that I can do it for sure, and that led me into action. You always told me, action it. If you have a thought, you should learn to action those things. If you want to bowl 140 is a thought, but that thought to convert into an action, you need to go there, practice, be fit, do your training, be technically sound to get to bowl fast. So these are the things that the processes that you broke down, which I understood, and finally I was able to achieve it. I think that is very important, especially for cricketers who are, at some point of time, their graph is not going up, but they are, just flatlining. That's where I feel help from external brings a big difference for them. So, I mean, I just thought I should say this.
Yeah.
This is what I felt.
So just to make it easy to understand for others. I mean, I know
Yeah,
you could take a lot from it, but for the viewers or for somebody who is listening, what you actually said worked for you is you were so clouded in doubt and what others will think, will I fulfill on? Just now we spoke about the expectations. If we worry about others, you're getting into a shell. So what you probably did is you stopped thinking of what others will say, or you're stopping yourself from having to prove to others anything. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. You just need to fulfill on your wish and your desire. And what was that? To enjoy going and playing and expressing yourself without having to worry about, if I did this, what will others say? What will they think about me? When you're a child, you're so you're expressing yourself fully.
correct.
Right? When we're a child, we're not worried about what will they think. You go around singing, dancing, saying anything, being stupid, being happy. That is what we miss because our social conditioning says, Sumnida, neighbor, what will they think about you? What will they say? So that is the conditioning we do to discipline people, but we become so suppressed.
Correct.
So your talent was so much there in you, but you suppressed yourself. So when you started expressing and when you start enjoying without having to worry, then you're a clearing. It's like you open the doors for things you invite miracles, you invite good things. So you invite good things when you are open. If you are worrying, then you're shut. Even good things will go away. So when you expressed yourself, when you stopped worrying, miracles are waiting for you to happen. Miracles are waiting for everybody. Only thing is we should be open to it. We should believe in it. So that's what you did. And I remember you scored a century after that. I think you scored a century when you made a comeback. I remember. And you took yourself out of the equation, which you yourself were blocking.
Correct.
So I think that's something that viewers or whoever is benefiting from this, hopefully, just be a clearing, just be open, just stop worrying about others. Don't live your life for others. Live for your dreams, your goals, and go after be a principled person. Do the right things and serve others. That should be, you should see, how will your self-worth? I think I should tell you this also, Yomi. I know you might have some little time. But how do you get your self-worth? All of us are worried about, am I worthy enough? Will people think
Correct.
I'm good? How will you get your self-worth? Only when you're useful to somebody else. So, so if you want to be useful, if you want to get your self-worth, not from your century or 50, just like that, or 5 wickets, if the team is helped by your performance, even if you hit that 25 runs to winning run, you're a useful cricketer to the
Correct.
team.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, we will only give appreciation to hundreds and 5 wickets. There is no column to say, was it a match winning performance? There is no column. Scorers, we should give them. Was it a match winning catch, match winning performance? Was his encouragement to his teammates helpful? We have to note down all of that and appreciate. Then only people will give importance to being a team man and being helping and supporting others. So when we, I think, turn the focus from our own performance to being useful and contributing to others, pressure and expectations will go away, and you will be really cherished and wanted. You'll be wanted because you're useful for the team. That's what you're worthy. Your worth is because you're useful. That's why we take you. You're an all-rounder. You could bowl and bat. So that's your worth, right? So I
Absolutely.
think that's very important.
I think it's a very important factor that you've said. Instead of focusing on yourself, go out there and help the team. That one, it reduces the focus on yourself. The pressure is completely off. You are probably getting into the mindset of helping the team, and you'll just go out there and enjoy yourself. I think that's what I think you want. இதுதான் நீங்க வந்து சொன்னீங்கன்ட்டு நான் நம்புறேன். And going forward, Sujit bhai, one last question before I know you have a hectic day ahead. One important question, because in this day and age, youngsters are getting exposed to a lot of fame, lot of money, uh, uh, which probably they're not ready for through IPL. Uh, how does one uh, tackle this? Because say, for example, a 19, 20-year-old is suddenly exposed to so much social media, so much money, so much attention. How, I mean, how do they handle this situation?
Yeah, it's a very important question. Why not? Why not get money? Why not get appreciation? Why not? It's all there. But if we make it the be all and end all, if we make it like that is the most important thing, then we are in trouble. So again, if you want to get money, fame, you want to be there in an IPL environment, you'll only be there because you are going to be adding value to somebody or some team or something. So how can I add value? How can I build myself, develop myself in a way that I'll be useful for a team? The focus should turn there. The goal
Correct.
can be to play for IPL. The goal can be to earn X amount of money, fame. All that could be a goal, outcome goal. But once you have an outcome goal like that, they will have to break down and say, what should I do? What are the actions that will and results that I produce that I will get all of that? So that once you have an outcome goal like that, you have to write it down, break down the steps to actions and put that outcome goal aside and only
Yeah.
focus on those actionables. You have to be disciplined. You need to focus on the right actions to take, work on your physical fitness, watch your habits. Discipline, when I say discipline, it is not necessarily to be a very good, nice person. That's not what it is. Discipline is knowing what, if you sleep at a particular time and wake up at a particular time, you have rested yourself well, so that when you
Yeah.
go and do physical work, you are now fully in a resourceful state,
Correct.
right? So you need to understand your body. You need to give the body the right rest, physical aspect, the mental aspect, right? So the plan, the strategy, the technical, all that work, only if you focus on doing those things, the money and the fame which you want will come. We can't go after it. And you can't keep checking, am I getting fame?
Correct.
You have to check whether I'm doing those actions or what more can I do. If you keep taking those actions, you will reach there. So the focus should be shifted on, see, these days, Yomi, there is so much that you can gain by focusing on living a life meaningful way. For a cricketer, the meaningful way to live a life is to be very organized, be very sure of what I should do, what I should not do. If I did this, then my body is in the right. See, Virat Kohli is the greatest example. He was partying, he was eating whatever he wanted. He had a lot of talent. He experienced success, but very soon, when he failed, he realized, he saw. Good for him that he realized that, hey, I need to be disciplined. He gave up partying. He gave up a lot of food which was unhealthy.
Correct.
Right? He focused on all of those things. And today, even if he doesn't want, he is getting the fame and the money.
Correct.
Because even now, after getting the fame and the money, he can miss his practice. He can eat anything he wants, but he will still choose his diet. He will choose what to eat, when to sleep, when to party. So
Correct.
he knows. So for youngsters today, unless you are really focused on these actionables, on 4 pillars, your physical aspect, mental aspect, technical, tactical, attitude, that's what I think when they focus, they will get the money and the fame. Why not?
Correct. Brilliant, Sujith bhai. I think these are the sort of things which youngsters are not exposed to. And நீங்க சொன்ன இந்த மாதிரி விஷயம் தான் வந்து youngsters they don't have access to. And I hope youngsters have access to life coaches like you, because I'm sure in this day and age with so much social media exposure, they are going to be exposed to a lot of good things, and at the same time a lot of things that they're not supposed to. But when external help from people like you, professionals like you, come in, they are going to be definitely benefited with that, and their progress and their growth is going to be accelerated that much. So with that, thank you so much, Sujith Bhai. It is always lovely talking to you. I think we can just go on forever. I can just listen to talking to you forever. This actually, the discussion and conversation took me back to the days where you and both of us had one-on-one chats with regards to my sessions. Once again, thanks a lot for coming on to the show and giving your bright, insightful brain so that everyone is benefited with that.
Thank you, Yomi. The feeling is mutual. Always nice to talk to you. Being very open to learning, and thank you for the opportunity. Like I said, if I am able to help, and if I am able to share a few things that helped me, and if it helps someone else, then I feel I'm fulfilled. It's because I feel I'm being useful to somebody. So giving me an opportunity, thank you for that. Hopefully, youngsters, whoever is listening, in whichever walk of life, if you apply these principles not only in sport, you will be able to lead a peaceful life and a happy life.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Sujit Bhai.
Cheers.